Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Back to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's got it to about the 40. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 8. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now back to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On the draw, this is Penny. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Mostert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. Now they send a running back in motion right. 2nd and 4. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
On the ball. On the ball.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ritter's pass completes at Pitts, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Come on, set. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The Falcons at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Setting up the screen, here's Algier. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two are connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. Cluster 6. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Now the Falcons are set up. Drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Set, ready. Black shot. Field flat. Field blue.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throwing, Mayfield. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And again, it's Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second, here's Algier. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is...
Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes the challenge flag. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Penny, a first down carry. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield now. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. On that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends.
Here we go, set.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Kelly. He's got Fuller. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Now a first down throw. Kelly. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Waddle, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on a sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's Kelly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he finds Penny. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Dolphins 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So a win here for the Falcons.